Good evening, everybody. My name is Shrey, and I'm the founding director of a company called CassavaKenya Ltd. We mainly work with sorry, just before we continue, I'd just like to inform everybody I have a small stammering issue, so kindly bear with me for that. Thank you. So we established our company in April 2023, and what we have seen is that most farmers in Kenya tend to view cassava as a poor man's crop, and the reason for that is that they do not see the value behind it, because they always cultivate half an acre or 1 acre at maximum. Although if we cultivate cassava in large scale, we will be able to process various byproducts such as flour, crisps, and biscuits. So that is what we are aiming for. And our mission at CassavaKenya is to cultivate and process high-quality cassava nationwide. So the three major pain points in the cassava value addition is firstly the scarcity of healthy planting materials. The issues behind this is that cassava farmers usually face a lot of pests and diseases within their farms, which in turn reduces low incomes and low yields for the farmers at the end of the day. And the second issue behind it is crop management. Cassava is a very labor-intensive crop, and due to that, we do require commercial farming practices, and we need to teach those to our cassava farmers here in Kenya. And last but not least, the main issue behind the cassava supply chain is that cassava only has a shelf life of 2 days. This makes supply very difficult for most of the farms that exist, and therefore they cannot take their produce to market in time, often leading to high levels of wastage and untapped markets as well. So the value that we are providing as CassavaKenya, during our incorporation in April of last year, we introduced something called the CassavaKenya Farmer Group. And what this group basically does, it empowers farmers by distributing free seeds and guarantees all the farmers in our group markets. So in order to guarantee that our farmers receive good, high-quality seeds initially when they plant, we are in the process of setting up our propagation facility, which will be able to output 30,000 seeds on a weekly basis for distribution purposes. So one of the revolutionary things that we have developed over the course of the past year is something called long-life cassava. As mentioned before, cassava only stays fresh for 2 days. And this innovation that we have done enables cassava to be fresh for over 30 days. So as we can see, that's a huge change, and we believe we are the first company here in Kenya to have introduced that. And the benefits of this is that we can add on market diversification and economic practice as well, due to new lines of products being released into the market. So this is actually what the fresh cassava roots look like. We actually wax them, and therefore they stay fresh for over 30 days compared to their normal 2-day shelf life. This that I'm holding in my hand was peeled after 30 days. As you can see, it's still very white, very fresh. And this opens up many markets for horecas, supermarket stores, vegetable stores, as now people will not be afraid to stock cassava because they will be not worried that it's going to go bad or anything of the sort. So the market opportunity that is present is quite huge here in Kenya. As we have seen in our neighboring countries such as Uganda, Tanzania, and Congo, they all produce an excess of 5 million tons of cassava every single year. Clearly, as you can see, we are behind in that. So, and the reason for that is that there is no established large-scale processor here in Kenya to properly process cassava. So that is the gap that we eventually want to fill. And over the past few years, internationally as well, we have seen a great uptake in cassava-based products as people are more knowledgeable about the health factors behind it and how easy it is to maybe process. So on top of that, also the Kenyan government, along with other stakeholders here locally in Kenya, they've introduced something called the Flower Blending Initiative, which requires, which aims to make private companies here in Kenya more accessible to produce staple foods like cassava, sorghum, and millet. This is to avoid an over-reliance on maize flour. So if this gets pushed by the government within the next 2 years, which is actually the plan, the market opportunity for fresh cassava here in Kenya could be close to $15 to $20 million. So these are also just some quick facts of Nigeria, which is a heavy cassava producing country. They heavily export to first world countries such as Europe and US, and it is still a growing market. So we basically operate on a contract farming model, and the business model we have used is the A2C model, meaning that we do everything in the value chain, starting from initially procuring safe and healthy seeds, to distributing it to the farmers, to inspecting, to harvesting, to processing, and eventually delivering to our end consumers. So ever since we incorporated, these are some of the milestones that we've achieved. Not only did we manage to establish our group officially, but we also went ahead and we partnered with different NGOs and different organizations who are in the same field as us. And with that, we successfully cultivated 40 acres of cassava last year and offered over 800 jobs to people in rural communities. So I also want to touch a bit on I just want to go back to the wax cassava. One of the very good benefits about that is now we can now export cassava due to the long shelf life, being 30 days. And that, I think, is a very big breakthrough. We've not had that here in Kenya yet. It's only been 2 days, so export has just not been possible. And with that as well, we've also been selling to general trade markets here locally in Nairobi. So essentially what we are looking for is distribution partners to help us distribute all of the byproducts that we produce. And we also want to develop an organic fertilizer to help our farmers achieve better yields. So we are looking also for a company that can manufacture organic fertilizers and NGOs who measure ESGs to measure our carbon footprint as well. So our monetary requirement is $110,000, and this would essentially be used to build the supply line and to bring in initial machinery to help us process all of the byproducts that we can make from cassava. So thank you guys for your time. And